Tony Ferretti here. Have you gotten used to wearing the mask? I don't think many of us have. In fact, I think it's been difficult for so many to wear the mask. It's been difficult for me to work with people and not be able to see what's under the mask. I can't see their facial expression. A lot of times people will say, I'm smiling right now, but you can't see it. So the mask really does hold back the communication. You can't see all the nonverbals with the mask. Now, I'm not saying don't wear the mask. Wearing the mask is the right choice. However, I'm suggesting that some of us have things that are underneath the mask. In fact, many of us wear a mask in different places, when we're with different people, at certain times. We all wear masks. We're trying to present a positive image, a good image, an upbeat image. And maybe sometimes we feel like we have to put the mask on. But sometimes that mask really represents a barrier or a protective mechanism. Sometimes people wear masks because they don't want you to see the pain that they're feeling inside. Often people that come into my office have their masks on, at least initially, because they do have a lot of pain that they've been carrying for months, sometimes years. And sometimes it's really difficult to tap into that because some people are so well defended. They have mastered the art of keeping others at arm's length. And sometimes the pain is so overwhelming that they can't even recall some of the trauma that may have occurred in their past. But those masks that people wear need to be taken off in an emotional sense. In a sense of, if you want to experience deep, personal, intimate relationships, you can't be wearing a mask all the time. Of course, we need to be selective with who we take the mask off with. People that we trust, people that we can count on, people that we feel compelled to share our darkest and deepest secrets with, people that have our back. But in my work with people, I try to help them take off the mask and be able to talk about the emotional pain that lives inside them. Because sometimes that emotional pain results in physical pain. Sometimes that emotional pain manifests itself in other ways. And sometimes that pain results in people lashing out and taking it out on those closest to them. But emotional pain is one that is not going to go away on its own. A lot of people think time heals all wounds. It really doesn't. Time may help, but it doesn't heal all the wounds. Part of my work is helping people to address the wounds, to discuss the pain, and to eventually work through it and let it go. But it's a process. It's a process that takes time. So what can you do if you have pain that you're hanging on to and you're using the mask to hide from it? What can you do to be able to work through it? First thing is, you need to identify what the pain is. What is the pain? Is it sadness? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it hurt? Maybe the pain is related to shame or guilt. Identify what the pain is. Then be able to experience it. Experience it means sit with it. Allow it to flow through you. Acknowledge it. And then express it. And sometimes expressing it means sharing it with someone else, someone that's close to you. Sometimes it means writing about it, journaling it, but be able to share it. And lastly, be able to close it. Be able to close it, and that is release it. Let it go. Don't allow it to consume you. And sometimes forgiveness is part of that, because forgiveness does help us in letting go of pain, whether it's others or self. But work on acknowledging the pain, talking about the pain, sharing the pain, and releasing the pain. Because that pain can be an albatross around your neck. It can be an anchor that keeps you down and that prevents you from forming close relationships. I encourage you to recognize the pain you have, the mask that you wear to hide behind, and to be able to confront it, because you have to go through it to get through it. My challenge for you is that you work through that pain and you decide, you choose to let it go. Until next time, Dr. Tony Ferretti.